you struggle to make it as a motorcycle content creator and how we're going to fix it. And this edition will be brutally honest, so get ready. You ever sit there thinking, oh, I'm gonna start making content once I get the best camera on the market, once I get the GoPro mount, once I lose 5 pounds, once the Mercury isn't in retrograde. This is what actually stops you. What you have to do is just start. And trust me when I tell you, you do not need all the newest gear, all the best cameras, all the microphones, all this equipment. I've got people coming to me all the time being like, oh Ola, how do you make it? How did you get to this following? And how can I grow on social media? And I'm like, why are you not posting? That's my first question. Why are you not posting? And the answer often is, oh, because I need to buy the Insta360 X5 and I need to finish this project and I need to quit this job. And there is like so many excuses. All you have to do is start posting. But you keep on thinking, oh, I am not ready. No one is ready. I wasn't ready. All I ever did at the beginning was get a camera that I could at the time and just take it with me every time I rode. My first 20 videos sucked, and so what? Let's take my TikTok as an example. I posted my first TikTok on the May the 4th 2023, which is nearly 2.5 years ago, and the first 20 videos were horrible. And then on the May 20th, I posted this video.
Rains, it pours, it rains, it pours.
This video was my first video to hit 100,000 plus views, and that video alone brought me 2,500 followers, right? And then 2 months later, I posted this video hit 1 million views, but only brought me 929 new followers, which is not even that much comparing to the views. But it makes total sense because this video was controversial versus the previous one was funny and relatable. And then one of my most viral videos, it wasn't set up, it wasn't planned, it was just something that randomly happened that I then picked up on and managed to add story to it. And that video alone brought me 18,000 new followers. It's a crazy number when you think about it. 18,000 followers. So all that shows you is take that camera that you can afford right now, take it with you on every single ride, film as much as you can. So now tell me how difficult it is to grow your following. But if you don't try and you don't film and then you don't spend the time to edit and actually add structure to everything that's happening in your life, obviously you're never gonna grow. So while there is someone out there with a 60 pounds camera off eBay making videos and making content with a camera zip tied to their helmet, and they're already 50 videos ahead of you while you're still sitting at home thinking which camera should you buy, what microphone is the best, and what your high school friends are going to think about you. So just start with what you have, with your phone, with a free editing app, and trust me, there is plenty, and your personality. Your personality is your advantage, is your biggest asset. You don't need a 2,000 pounds worth of cameras, you don't need all the mounts in the world, and you don't need a filming degree. You need consistency and a story. What is your story? You would have seen in the past some of those videos filmed in Brazil on a potato of kids doing burnouts in the street, and they will have 6, 7, 8 million views with 50,000 likes, and you're still here thinking that it's the camera that makes the content. Let's have a look at this example. I literally typed in a search bar Brazilian viral motorcycle video, and this is what it came up. Tell me that is the equipment that made this video go viral. Do you see what I mean? Now we spoke about why you don't start, what actually stops you from growing on social media. I now showed you many examples that you don't need all the best stuff to actually make it, and now I bet you're thinking to yourself, but what am I going to film? Except for obviously filming the rides and hoping for some sort of interactions. Now I need to underline one thing. I'm not a big fan of creating the story, forcing it. There are creators out there that will deliberately act aggressively, smash mirrors, you know, try to cause some sort of like disturbance while they're riding just so it makes content, just because it's a clickbait. I'm not a fan of this. I do not recommend to do this. Instead, think what makes you you. What is your story? The best way to ensure that you can create the content and you can create it consistently and you actually enjoy it rather than starting to hate it just because you feel so forced and it starts feeling like a job. is play to your strengths, play to your personality, who you are. So you have to ask yourself, are you just naturally funny? Do you like to talk? Are you mechanically minded and like to work on your motorcycles? Are you a chaotic storyteller? Are you a tourer that just loves the beauty and editing and grading? Like, who are you? And use this as your advantage. From this list, you know exactly who I am. I just show my story and I show it authentically, and I film pretty much everything I do that is motorcycle related, and I show the journey. And I show the journey as someone who came from nothing, who never rode before, who doesn't come from a family that rides, and I show you that I'm scared, and I show you that I try, and I show you that I learn. And this is relatable to you because I show you that if I can, then you can as well. This is my value to you. It is the value that you can give to your audience. So do you entertain? Do you educate? Or are you just simply relatable like I am? So to put it simply, if you're weird, be weird. If you're sarcastic, do more of it. You will never please everyone. It's never going to happen that everyone's going to like you. So stop trying to be generic and likable. Be you. There is so many people out there that absolutely hate my guts, but I promise you, no one watches me harder than they do, and I take satisfaction from it. I am strongly minded, I've got strong opinions, so rather than try to hide it so then I come across very nice and so likable to everyone, I don't. I show people how I am, and if they choose to follow me for those reasons, that's what creates that community. That's why my following is so strong. It's because I'm not generic. I don't follow everyone else. I do my own stuff, my own way, the way I am, and you should do the same. Stop trying to follow trends. Stop trying to copy other people. You will never succeed if you're trying to copy, because copying actually makes the original stand out more. Now let's get to consistency, because I am so sick and tired of seeing men saying, if I was a woman, I would have that following as well. Excuse me, what? I will personally list you here the names of male content creators that are much bigger than me. And now tell me that I've got my following just because I'm a girl. You don't have the following just because you're lazy. And that's the only reason you don't have the following. The sex don't matter. Whether you are a woman or a man, it doesn't matter. How much work you put in, it actually matters. Because the same people that will complain that their content is not going anywhere because they don't wear revealing clothes and they're not a woman are the same people that will refuse to spend every weekend looking through the content, looking for inspirations, looking for trending sounds, looking for ideas, listing the ideas. Do you think I enjoy coming back from a 8 hours long ride, sit for 3 hours, 4 hours, 5 hours sometimes, look through content, edit everything, try to align it with the sounds? This is my least favorite part. I would rather play PlayStation, walk my dogs, watch a movie, but I do all these things because I know that the only way to make it is through consistency. So instead of moaning, how about you double on consistency? Set yourself a goal of at least one video a week and stick to it. In fact, some will say that you should have content planned for a month in advance, because sometimes you get sick, you don't feel very creative, so you already have a draft to go. Because if you post one banger that goes viral and then you disappear for 3 months and then you come back and you say, sorry guys, I was busy doing what? Adjusting your chain for 90 days? No one cares, right? Social media is fast entertainment. All that matters, it was that you weren't posting and the others were. And everyone knows the algorithm rewards momentum. So even if it's not perfect, so even if it's not a viral material, you have to keep posting because your audience chose to follow you for who you are and what you post. If you don't post, they forget about you. Their focus goes somewhere else. So instead of moaning that someone grew their following because they're a woman, maybe focus on actually making content that will get you there as well. And stop being scared, because let's be honest, you keep thinking, what if they see it? What if they find me cringy? What if the video is not as funny as I think? Here's the truth. No one watches at the beginning. Use this as your testing phase. Use it an opportunity to find your skill, to find your style, to find who you are, and kind of just like brand your content. And by the time people will actually start noticing you, you become more comfortable. And yes, you have to be prepared for hate. As I said to you before, I am hated, but guess what? That hate never comes from someone that I will trade my places with. And if they hate me so much, why they keep watching? And trust me, for every 10 friends you currently have who will stop supporting you as soon as you're gonna be successful, there's gonna be 110 strangers that will message you daily to thank you for the content and to appreciate you, and they will like every story, and they will like every post, and they will leave a comment every now and then, while your friends watch every story as a first person, never like anything. This 110 new people is worth losing the 10 fake ones. So stop overthinking, Get on eBay, find a used Insta360, that is all you need. Then you can use CapCut, which has a lot of free features, and keep posting. And keep posting every week as the minimum. If you don't have many ideas for your own content, when you scroll, because you scroll every day, switch your watching brain into looking for inspiration. Search, look at the creators you follow. Think to yourself, why do you follow them? What do you like about them? And then build your own brand. And now go and subscribe to my channel, otherwise I'll have to be downshifting every day in front of your house. Bye!